I'm afraid to confirm the rumors are indeed true. I indeed do have hair. I don't know, I just feel like it's really weird when I have hair in videos at this point. I've been wearing a hat in my videos for like 2 years straight now. Whenever I actually have hair, it's like, oh, he isn't bald. Yet. Now, I feel like if I was to show you guys what I'm looking at, look, I promise you, I'm not looking at anything dodgy right now, but if I were to show you this without, any context, you'd probably be thinking, Fraser, what is going on here, especially with this image here? Well, my friends, allow me to tell you a story. Well, a tale about Onision. Now, Onision, the Onion Man, Gregory, whatever you want to know him as, he is basically one of those individuals that have pretty much been forgotten to time nowadays. I feel like there's like a select, I don't know, like 100 to 300,000 people that just kind of still do, keep up to date with Onision, but that's pretty much it. Onision has been left for like the era of 2010 to 2019, and from now on, I don't think anyone new is necessarily going to discover him, but I have been keeping tabs. I've made like 1 million videos on this man, and something that I've noticed recently is Onision is, shock surprise, a big lover of artificial intelligence. As you can see in this forum post here, Onision on the 18th of August 2024 made a post stated, "New video, new obsession." Because yeah, Onision has seemingly abandoned pretty much all of his social media in terms of like his old regular posts. Now, what would necessarily entail an old Onision post? Well, grooming kids? I don't even know if I can say that. I actually feel weird not wearing a hat. I'm going to put it on. I feel insecure. That's better. I don't know. It's just my look, innit? I just feel weird not wearing one. Okay, sorry. But yeah, Onision, he's known for like a lot of terrible things. But in terms of content, not necessarily known for this. Now, he's been doing it for a while. He's been posting just... I don't really know what half of this is. But he's been definitely posting it for around 4 months now. Like, he did his little series called Onision Abused, Framed, and Vindicated. And if you don't know what this is, most people don't, because these videos did not get that many views. And in fact, I think these videos mainly all have like 10,000 dislikes on them. But I can't actually click on any of these videos due to the fact Onision will copyright claim the video if I do that. But, this is the content that Onision used to be known for. 10 things I hate about Onision fans. I mean, there aren't even 10 Onision fans at this point. 10 things I hate about white people. Great. 10 things I hate about breakups. 10 things I hate about Christians. Weirdly, there aren't anything saying 10 things I hate about groomers here. But yeah, this was his content. And now he switched it up after he announced in August last year, which I missed completely, that he's got a new obsession. So I thought we'd go through pretty much everything involving Onision's new obsession into AI slop, It's a bit of a talking point. AI is either hated or loved. And I feel like AI is kind of this weird thing when it comes to like my opinion on it. Because like, I get frustrated when it comes to AI of like, you see people believe that AI is this like brand new thing that's only been invented in the last year, and I'm kind of confused by that. Like, whenever like a video game developer announces, "Oh, we're using AI or better AI in this video game," people now lose their minds. But I think people don't realize that there's a difference between generative AI and just AI. But we can put my interests aside here. I know you sick. We're 4 minutes in. I can swear. You sick. Only care about Onision. Well, maybe I'm doubting you a little bit there. But yeah, let's get into it. So, Onision posted, "If anyone wondered about artificial intelligence and where I stand, I'm all in." Yeah, it's not really a shocker, is it? Some people treat AI like honestly, he's kind of spitting when he says this. Some people treat AI like old-timers in the 90s treated computers. What's this? I don't need no computer. I've got a pen and paper. That's not me. As soon as a new tech comes along, I like to dive in. Yeah, probably because there's no regulations and you generate images of, I'm going to get myself in trouble if I continue. The audience can insinuate we all know what Onision's generating with AI. Allegedly, of course. Remember when YouTube went from square videos to horizontal? No? You have no idea what I'm talking about? I'm just saying I was one of the first to go widescreen. I mean, that is terrifying that you're that old. Anyway, I love tech. Here's a video I made with tech. The music and video took a lot of effort / trial and error. The tech is not perfect. And yeah, he's pretty much just announcing here that AI is his new love. And honestly, as I said previously, I can kind of get what he's saying when it comes to like a lot of people that complain about AI do sound like old people when the internet first came up. But at the same time, I think there's a differentiation to have here. I think it's like you can have your very valid issues of generative AI and how much like damage that causes in particular to the environment. But then you've also got to remember AI has always been around. It's been in video games, it's been in your computers, your phones and stuff like that. At a core of it, I feel like non-generative AI isn't that much of a problem. But the generative AI is obviously the main issue that everyone seems to have an issue with. I just think not everyone is kind of distinguishing the two differences between them. But yeah, so Onision, he announced this, and then we're going to go to his YouTube channel, where this all began. And I'm not going to watch any of these videos, because he will copyright claim them. You just need to see the thumbnails, the titles. Then we're going to go to his Twitter, because pretty much every single post that he has is just, it's all a mess. So he starts off with, where is it? He starts off with My Sad Little Life, song written by Onision. God of the New World, Onision song. I can't read that word out. Song written by Onision. And this was like relatively normal, you know? Like, I don't think this is necessarily like the worst thing. Like, yeah, you're a sad bastard for just sat in you. Like, there is a funny, entertaining thought in my mind of Onision. His kids are like going to fall out the window again. And he's there like, please, Dad, please stop us from falling out of the window. And he's like, no, I've got to make another AI generated video about how I'm the God of the New World. It's like, Greg, you're like almost 40. I'm pretty sure he's pushing 40. Let's check Onision age. Oh my God, man. Get a life. Get a life, Gregory. You're 39. He is actually 40 years of age this year. Gregory, Onision, James, Daniel, bloody Jackson. You cannot keep doing this, Greg. You can't do this, you know? There's got to be a time where you think to yourself, I mean, even Leafy's almost 30. I mean, I'm almost 30. And I'm considering, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? At least I'm not doing this. So, yeah, so this weirdo went on to post. He loves potatoes. He did one about human history. He did a song about chibis. And, you know, it's not that bad so far, I guess. But then it starts to get a bit weird. Then he starts to do Femme Fatal Onision Bots, Jenny Joyride, and Onision's been gender swapped. I don't know if you can see that there, but Onision's got cleavage. All right. Okay. Then he's done a song called You're Cancelled, written by Onision. I wonder if we can get the lyrics to that. Let me... Now, I couldn't actually find any of the lyrics to those songs, but I did stumble across the fact that Onision does actually have a Genius page. There's one song here with actual lyrics, which is called IEO. It goes, okay, zombie on a kitty cat, zombie on a kitty cat. Rainbow shooting sparkles, rainbow shooting... Man, millennials, like, no offense. I know a lot of you are millennials, because this is your whole generation, but you guys are weird. I mean, I know you're not all like Onision, but I don't understand what old YouTube was, but he also has, you know, like, a lot of songs, apparently. So if you go to here, it says, view all of Onision songs. You got the classics. You got the classics. I'm a banana. I'm so emo. Roast yourself. I'm so fat. Potato song again. But then you got some more if you scroll down. You've got the I Love Potato song is there. I Am Depressed. The Bald Man song. Onision, you may be actually bald sometime soon. You are hitting 50 soon. Then we've got the Shower song. Then we've got I'm the Batman. Haters Gonna Hate. Your Beautiful LGBT song. LGBT socks are down. They're going down with that. I Wish I Was Shane Dawson's Cats. All right. We'll get back to the AI slop now. Let's move on from that. But yeah, so we'll go back to his weird stuff now. So he likes to gender swap himself, and that's kind of what I've noticed throughout all of this. I feel like Onision is going through a bit of an arc, and I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge if Onision, you know, I'm not gonna judge it. But what kind of counters that is he also I think like kind of edits himself into Breaking Bad using AI. I believe he's also trying to look like Stalin. It's a bit of a... to be fair, if we're like thinking logically, I feel like Onision and Stalin are pretty comparable, you know, both fairly hated historical figures. Then we get a bit weirder where Santa Must Die comes out, We're All Gonna Die, Endless You, Enablers... can I even show that? My boyfriend cheated on me. please don't like... So he's been going in. Like, the last week, I don't know what's been going on in the Onision household. Like, there's something must be going on. Because we've got my boyfriend cheated on me, and it's Onision in a bikini. I'm not biting my lip. That looks weird. I was biting my lip out of concern, all right? Please don't like me. Okay. Then we've got Love is Stupid, and it's a pregnant woman in a bikini wearing a Joker mask. Then we've got another Onision in another bikini. There's an arc going on here. I feel like we've stumbled upon something which I don't think we should have stumbled upon. Are there many... don't play. Oh, Jesus, I don't want to get blocked. Okay, he's turned the comments off. Okay, I can't read whatever that says. How long's that been there for? Basically, I'm blurring the screen right now. Onision has referenced another historical political figure. But then, if you go over to his other social media, you'll discover that this isn't just a YouTube thing. This is like an every Onision social media profile thing. So right now we've got Onision is not here, is basically what it says. This is now called Onision bots. And I guess he's like posting like ChatGPT generated stuff, or he's using other forms of AI software to like develop things. And I guess he's pretending that a bot is now running his account because he's got Onision that's not here. And then we've got Onision bots, and he's got a link to his websites. I don't want to open this on. Oh my God, I don't want to open that. Jesus, I'm getting. Oh, please don't age restrict me, YouTube. Please don't do that. Yeah, then we've got Onision.net, which we'll get onto soon. We were on that website just now. That's where he posts all of his deranged rants and stuff. Then we've got Onision argues with a painting. It's. I don't even know what this is. I mean, it's like, I'd say this is a sad decline. I'd say it's a sad decline, but like the decline was a very long time ago, you know, that there were videos of Onision rubbing poo on himself, like in 2019. That's what I remember Onision for. So to see this, it's almost just like, you know, when somebody has like a really old dog, you know, those like white crusty dogs, like they are the epitome of a disgusting animal. Like they are just they're little, you know, I'll put a photo on the screen. These things right here. Hold on, actually, I'm not going to do that. To emphasize my point, I've got to look at it myself. These things, man. This disgusting individual. This thing right here is what I'm talking about. Look at these things, man. I love old white dogs, it says here. You've got something wrong with you. Like, look at those eyes, man. Those eyes are the same thing that Onision has. These are Onision eyes. It's that crusty old dog that just needs to give up. You know what I'm saying? And I think in terms of giving up, Onision needs to give up social media because he's making Ghost of Tsushima memes in 2024. The game came out 5 years ago, Onision. Then he put AI killed the radio star, and it's Onision playing a guitar. He says that he's an AI artist. An AI artist basically means I've got no talent and I've got no ability, and I'm just using generative AI so I can profiteer off actual real artists. And again, I should just say, in terms of what I was speaking about with regards to AI earlier, I also have an issue with generative AI. As much as it can be really funny to use, and let's not lie to ourselves, we've all used generative AI at time to time to just make something stupid. I mean, at least I have, and maybe you guys will get mad at me for that, but I can acknowledge it's a really bad thing in terms of it does a lot of damage to the environment. And then I see this, and I'm just like, I mean, I feel like me, like, turning the taps off when I'm brushing my teeth, and like, oh, there's another photo of another historical figure, which I can't show you there. And then there's, oh my God, then there's Onision in a bikini. I'm sorry if this video is a bit of a mess. I just kind of I thought there would be more structure to this, but I feel like I'm it's the pregnant woman again. It's the pregnant woman again. And then I'm getting like social repose vibes from this, if you kind of get what I'm saying. And then we've got X is racist, and it's Onision fighting in the Civil War. Is he fighting for the Brits? He looks like he's fighting. Oh God! Oh my God! When does it end? Oh my gee! I can't. I don't know if I can show this. YouTube. He's wearing clothes here. He's wearing clothes. Okay. Then there's Barbie burning. We're all gonna die. Hashtag Onision. Hashtag dope AF. You can tell this guy was born in like the 1980s. Hashtag who cares? Hashtag whatever. Hashtag techno. Hashtag gay. And who is this? Who is this? Enablers, Onision bot song, America. Now, this is the first post we'll actually give some claps to. Because if there was anyone Onision is like, I guess it is Patrick Bateman, you know? When he turned up, hold on, I gotta get my favorite image up. This image right here, this man turned up in full-on Astros. Now, if you guys don't know what Astros are, because I don't know if you guys play soccer, football in America. Most of my audience are American, I should say. Also, please, I should just interject here and please say subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm on my knees. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, a big one as well, bigger than subscribe, is could you like this video? I don't know why. The views on this page are really good, but in comparison to my I feel like I just made a weird noise. In comparison to my main, the likes are a bit down, and I'm not judging, but I would really appreciate it if you like this video right now. Back to Onision's AstroTurfs. I promise you, by the way, all these videos on here aren't usually this much of a mess. This is just more of like a little stream into an even bigger mess. But yeah, I find it quite still to this day beautiful that Onision turned up to a court case with Repzion, wearing Astro boots. It's like he's got a court case at 5 and then he's got a 6-a-side game at 6, you know. Something about it is wonderful. And there's also a little height reveal. It's a little height reveal. It's a little height reveal. That's all I'll say. Sorry. Compose yourself, Fraser. Compose yourself. By the way, I'm just laughing at the fact like I've never seen Onision in a full form before, and it's like funny because it's shocking, right? TOS and all of that. I gotta say. Going back to hit this though, then we've got Life is Pointless. It's a man surrounded by a bunch of women. Then we've got Santa Must Die once again. He's also a bit of an Elon Musk worshipper, from what I can see. Not really a shocker. Not really a shocker, is it? Then we've got this. Then we've got the Breaking Bad one. I believe that's Onision and Einstein mixed in with each other. Interesting. And yeah, as you go further... I'm not even going to comment on that one. As you go even further... I can't scroll longer than... I need to go on my monologue, but I actually can't... Like, the moment... I'm just shocked. This is bearing in mind, this is a man with kids. Like, he has an actual child. I think he's got 2 children. And he's doing this. And it's even got 5 likes. What sick individual liked it? Am I even allowed to comment on this? Like, am I even, like, what is, in general, I'm genuinely confused. Like, when there's, like, TOS, right? Like, genuinely, with TOS, you can't bully someone for their looks and stuff like that. You can't insult people, right? But when it comes to, like, an AI-generated human being, what's the rules on that, you know? Am I allowed to, like, comment on the body here? Because Onision's got tits. Like, he has. And it's AI. He's got it again. Oh, my God. He actually is going... Okay, now it's Patrick Star. He is actually going for a very strange era. And I don't know what sparked this. I really don't. I don't know how long it takes to get back to his original tweets. He may have even just deleted everything. Okay, no, he hasn't. Here it is. These are like the last ones. Onision explains why your partner coming out as transgender shouldn't change anything. Now, I feel like this tweet may be a hint. And I'm not saying anything, but it does kind of correlate to a lot of the posts we've seen. I've seen a lot of Onision with cleavage today. That's all I'm going to say. But then Onision also seemingly has created an Instagram account. It's like he really wants this to be a thing. Like, I don't know if he thinks this is going to, like, take off. Like, the kids are desperate. The kids of today are desperate to see Onision. I've just seen the image at the bottom right. I don't even know if I can keep that in. I'm just going to keep it in, but I'm just not going to say what it is. There's Onision pregnant again. It's all the same stuff, but it's like he's trying to make it a thing. Onision also has a Threads account to the 4 people that use this website, and this one actually isn't AI generated. This is Onision posting good old memes. Some good old memes. He tweeted, PSA, hashtag Onision, hashtag meme, hashtag I am 40 years old this year. I'm proud to announce to all you butt eaters the following. That's where... Okay, all right. Y'all giving my memes views, so I keep pushing. This has 0 likes, Onision. This has 0 likes and 0 comments. So he keeps on pushing about. Herp a This guy is stuck in 2012. Hashtag Onision, hashtag memes, hashtag FYP. Yeah, don't forget your hashtags of hashtag Onision. Onision haters normally. He can't even meme the correct Squid Game season. This season came out 5 years ago, I'm pretty sure. Just at least get the real one, man. Question everything, says Anti-O, including your blatantly ignorant, hateful logic on Onision. Angry Anti-O. Great. And look, to be fair, there have been some absolutely insane people in the Onision case, even some people who were against him. But I think the majority of people, like, this is the thing with Onision, right? It's like, there are, don't get me wrong, there are a million valid criticisms of Onision. And it's, he's done a lot of, in my opinion, illegal things. And I've done an entire iceberg video which goes through everything. And honestly, you kind of forget all the things that this man has done over the years and what he's been involved in and stuff like that. He's currently involved in a big court case set up against some of his victims. And, we'll get the conclusion to that soon. But with Onision, I think there's definitely been insane people on both sides. But at the end of the day, the most insane of individual is obviously Onision, So him, coming out of the whole Anti-O thing, to me, I don't really think is that valid. I can get people who aren't Onision criticizing certain people who have criticized Onision, but I don't think Onision should be posting this. I don't think he should. He's posted objects in a mirror that are closer than they appear. Onision haters. Objects in a mirror are closer than they appear. I mean, is he trying to say that he doesn't have that many haters? Because Onision, you may not have that many. I mean, you do have haters. Who are we lying to here? There's no even argument with this. What are these memes? Who made them? I've got the belief that he sat in Paint, not even Photoshop, Paint, and made these images. It's honestly quite sad, if I'm being real. You just really get the vibe that Onision is just in general really desperate, and honestly, I don't think there's any, if this man somehow ever made his way back to being, a massive social media star, I feel like there would also be world peace, it's that unlikely. Onision ever, returning to form is, this thing which just absolutely can never happen. It will never happen, and I am willing to bet every piece of savings that I have, which isn't that much, but, it's worth putting the bet on. And honestly, I'd say that because Onision, you're a father to children. You're married. You had a good run. But when does it get to a point of where you're posting AI-generated images of yourself being pregnant, and you just think, I'm good. I'm good. It's time to leave. You've hit what the kids would know as unk status. It's time to give this thing up and leave. But I guess not. I don't really know why. No, Onision, you could argue it's for money. He has an Amazon wish list that I found on his website. But I don't think anyone's buying any of these things for him. I refuse to believe Onision has any, financial, supporters at this point. When you go through some of these things, Onision wants what? Signs on DVD? Why? And who's going to buy this? For $33? He wants Oblivion on DVD, Gladiator. He's asking for what else? He's asking for Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. I mean, okay, I guess. Is that Aerith? Yes, it is. He's a South Park fan, which is really sad, actually. It's quite depressing. He wants Red Dead Redemption. So this is how I know he's regularly updating this. Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Switch only recently came out. So he is still putting things on here. And the last time I came onto this Amazon wish list, everything else that was on previously is still here. So I'm convinced that, no one is buying these things, and he's just kind of, imagining one day maybe some, rich billionaire will, buy... Maybe Elon will see his amazing AI creations and supply him with these Adidas sneakers. I mean, Onision, even your drip is a mess. Well, one of these sucks, man. Scrolling down, he wants The Mist on DVD. God awful movie. Watched that recently. Absolute bollocks, man. Jurassic World as well. I mean, his taste in film and media is awful. And honestly, you know, it kind of does explain why he is, you know, now in the world of generative AI. You know, it really does. And I want to kind of like move away from the generative AI and go back to the forums and go for a post which I believe I went through in my last Onision video, of where Onision was pretty much asking the world of where all of the heroes, where have they gone? He says, why? I've been struggling with the same realm of questions repeatedly. What's happened to real heroes? I feel like this is going to go into that one song by the Stranglers. Anyone know that band? If there's some oldies in my audience, they'll know that band. I was on TikTok streaming casually, and the people who proclaim themselves to be heroes repeatedly engage in the most dishonest, disgusting, and illegal acts, all while pretending to be morally superior. I mean, it's like he's looking into a mirror. Reality check. Number 1, if you're a hero, you don't false flag people. Liars/fraud/false flag people. If you feel someone is lying about their past experience, let them talk, because they will only reveal what a fraud they are the most they talk. It's like that guy from Spider-Man where it's like, you're a fraud, Spider-Man! But false flagging, liars fear the truth and want to shut it down. This is the one thing I don't get about Onision. He's constantly being like, there's liars, man. There's so many liars out there. And it's like, I feel like if Onision was being lied about, it would have been proven at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many YouTubers out there that have disproved allegations against other content creators in the past. And Onision, he's got the most allegations out of every other influencer out there. And if they were fake, I'm sure we would know by now, you know? I remember, as I said earlier, he was doing this like 4-part documentary, and I actually made like an entire script debunking everything that he said in those 4-hour videos, but I just didn't make the video because I honestly didn't care enough to record that. It would have taken so long to make, and honestly, I don't think I even need to make it, because I think most of us agree on Onision, you know? It's not like a hot take for me to make an Onision video and say, Onision bad. I'm more making this out of for my enjoyment at this point. That's why this video has been a complete mess, because I know at this point, everyone agrees on Onision. It's not a hot take at this point. My next Onision video is going to be doing a big deep dive into his cults. That's going to be an interesting one. I actually think that's going to require a lot of, you know, time to spend on the script and stuff like that. That's what I do care. But this is just funny, because he seems to still be in the idea world that, like, I guess people still may listen to him, but it's like, we've listened to you for 10 years, 15 years, man. You started this out at 25 and you're now 40. Give up. He says, if you're a hero, you do not say dox him, then saying I should be doxed, like I saw repeatedly in the comments. Again, I saw no comments saying this, by the way. Basically, if you didn't know, Onision had this like moment last year of where he started posting a lot on TikTok, and basically he was just getting bullied in his comment sections. But it wasn't people being like, oh yeah, dox Onision. It was more people just being like, bro, you're 40 years old. Like, it's time to get a job. It's time to actually get a 9 to 5. He goes, heroes do not ask other people to partake in illegal acts such as doxing, that's criminal behavior. Why do you guys constantly behave as complete villains, yet you also claim you're heroes? Again, quite ironic. You don't think it's bizarre that you, without question, are sadistic and malicious, ironic coming from the cult leader, exactly the same as every other predator like yourselves? How do you distinguish yourselves from cyberstalkers and criminal-level bullies exactly? Constantly attacking a streamer for their physical appearance, again, not heroes. Every other thing you do is textbook evil, which again is very funny to read, because a big reason Onision was getting criticized on his TikTok live streams is because a lot of people were calling Onision out for his old Rate My Look videos. If you don't know what that is, pretty much it was a series that Onision got really popular off of, where he would have these forums that people would submit photos themselves to, usually underage people, and he would rate their looks. And in some cases, it would be very insulting. So to come on here and say it's textbook evil to judge someone on their physical appearance is quite ironic, considering this man literally got rich off that. Falsely accusing people of living in sheds again. I mean, Onision, you live in a swamp, buddy, and you almost went to jail for that. Not heroes. A confusing and weird example, but pathological liars don't just lie about big things. The shed lie, the wig lie, you don't think, well, lying about something so stupid make me lose credibility? Maybe. You just lie anyway. I mean, Greg, if you wanted any credibility, why didn't you go and disprove The Right Opinion's massive documentary on you, or Jay Aubrey's videos on you? Like, these creators that are well known for making these big, long videos, and you never responded to their videos. Why? Probably because they're very big creators with a lot of integrity who were telling the truth in all of those videos. Repeatedly posting the full names of innocent human beings. Greg, your name has been on the internet for like 20 years at this point, as has all of your family and your partners. Also, a lot of Onision's family do not speak to him. I wonder why. Repeatedly pushing idiot and disgusting arguments through. They have already been debunked, but I'm not going. I already am on your website, but I'm not going to this section. I've already explained why. Acting like your opinion matters when you are not there. Again, that's not a way to debunk real arguments. You weren't there. I mean, you could say that about anything. What, some terrible person in history? What, that doesn't matter because we weren't there? Obviously not. Refuse to understand what actually happened, such a full sequence of events. I mean, I think a lot of people have been charitable with Onision over the years. I've seen him go on to streams of other individuals, and in each one, he never really does himself any justice. I mean, at this point, he's just a full-fledged lolcow. Complaining about spam, ageism. The people who attack me on TikTok are constantly talking as if they're superior to me because of their age. No, they're saying, you're above 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean, brother. The reason they're saying that is because you have a child. And at the age of 40, there's like some maturity level that you're at when you're not 20. People say these things because when you're 20, it's a bit more understandable to be immature. But when you're 40 years old and making generative AI of you being pregnant, I'm sorry, man. People are going to laugh at that. I don't know why people on the internet expect us to not just find some things cringy. I know the whole be kind thing is obviously very valid. But at the same time, sometimes if we see someone being cringy, we're going to say it's cringe. And when I see a 40-year-old man doing things like whatever this is, I'm going to say, brother, you're 40 years old. It's time to get a job. Speaking of sexism, many people will not listen to me because of my gender. I laid out how he was, yes, and you'll stop listening. I played clips of them admitting to it on camera and confessing they apologized for all the social media stuff. And a lot of these things are being debated in court right now. He's speaking about Sarah. Men can often be victims. White men specifically have the highest... Yeah, I'm not reading that, brother. I'm not reading that. Likely because of the disgusting way society treats them, they cannot be... Yes. The most oppressed group of people in the world... The white man. Oh, brother, it's important to end this important reality check. The people who do the above are monstrous predators. Really, you're going to call people that? People who attack Onision are not even remotely close to being heroic. I mean, I don't think we ever said we were. I don't come and make... By the way, I don't think I'm a hero making these videos, by the way. I don't think I'm this amazing person who's, like, better than everyone because I make commentary videos about Onision. I make these videos because I enjoy making them. It's my job, you know. Pays the bills. But at the same time, I don't come on here and say, oh, yeah, I am a big hero. No, I'm perfectly aware. I'm in a very small area on the internet. I know what I'm doing. You guys know what you're consuming. I don't think any of us think we're heroes. And if anything, I actually agree. It is very cringy when you see a YouTuber be like, oh, I'm going to basically save the world by like making my video. And it's like, you can do impact for sure. I don't doubt that. And I like having impact with my videos. But pretending you're a big superhero, it is cringy, but I don't think anyone's really doing that here at Onision. If anything, I think you're the one doing that. You're speaking like you're some like cast out anti-hero who's trying to fight back against the sad and depressing world. But the reality is again, mate, you're 40 years old and you're making whatever this is. And that does kind of bring us to like the ending of this. I thought it would be quite entertaining to just go through a bit of an Onision update because I have wanted to speak about his AI generated stuff for a while now. And as I said, I do have a longer video planned on a bigger scope to do with his cult stuff, which probably will come out in a month or so, maybe. And if you guys want that, you know, let me know in the comment section. And also, I am considering going through Onision's book on this channel, and I think we just split it up into multiple videos so it doesn't get too long. So if you guys want that, please let me know in the comment section. Just go down the comment and say if you do or if you don't. Like the video. And also please comment down below if there's anything else you want me to cover. Literally anything I'm happy to do on this channel. Well, I say anything, you know, to a certain limit, of course. I'm not going to make myself AI generated and pregnant. But yeah, thanks for watching. Just in general, to summarize all of this, Onision, I'd say